What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Off the Dribble, featuring myself, Ash, and my co-host Chetan. We are back after holy, probably definitely the greatest comeback in finals history. In
100%, yeah.
my opinion, the greatest comeback in playoff history when you take into account context, because obviously the Clippers came back from the Warriors, the KD Warriors, down 31 in the second half, but this was down 29 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. So honestly, 31 with 24 minutes to go, 29 with like 17 minutes to go, like low key, still probably the greatest comeback ever.
Yeah.
What are your immediate thoughts? Who does blame? Who's succeeded, etc.?
I think the whole Spurs team is to blame. There's not really, well, obviously, there's De'Aaron Fox to blame for doing what he did at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if he thought he wouldn't make a free throw. I don't really know what went through his mind about not holding the ball. Um, Russell Westbrook actually did the same exact thing against us in like 2 years ago in the regular season. He missed a wide open layup at the end of the game when we were down one. I don't know why you even take the shot.
What a stray.
Yeah.
Yo, chill. He did do that though.
Yeah,
It's so common. It's
I
so
don't really
stupid, bro.
yeah, I don't get why they do it, but also Mitch Robinson, like I don't know what you're doing. Like the other team's on a 20-2 run. Call a fucking timeout.
He's the worst, bro.
Like what is up with these coaches and wanting to save timeouts for when the game ends? Like what are you going to do with the timeout when the game is over?
All against the Knicks too. Isn't it suspicious?
Yeah, like what is
Yeah,
going on?
it's weird.
On the Knicks side, I low key turned the game off for like a solid like couple of minutes, and then I kept checking the score, and then once it was like a 15, 17 point game, started watching again. Um, I'll admit it. Obviously, it was boring, bro. I didn't want it. The Spurs were playing like the 2016 Warriors in the first half, bro. It
Yeah,
was
they were lighting him up.
they were making everything. I didn't really want to watch it. But I think OG kind of is the one that kind of started the push, and then Brunson finally had a good shooting game. So you really, really needed that help. That was good from him. But I think the biggest like story is OG's tip at the end and the block on Fox on the other end too. Yo, chill, bro. Chill.
No, that was too crazy. Like
It was literally a tip though.
it was just a tip. Yes. Oh, whatever. No,
Yeah,
continue.
what was I supposed to say?
Put back.
Okay, it wasn't really a putback. He tipped it.
Why? He put it back in.
He did put it back in, but he also tipped it.
Okay, continue.
Okay, yeah, I think that's the biggest story of the game. He's played incredible, especially the last two games for the Knicks. He's been hitting his threes, and they finally came out with the win. And the 3-1. I don't think the Spurs are gonna.
Fuck no.
Yeah, I don't think they have any hope next game. I think like it's over. Like you just blew a 30-point lead. I think you just wrap it up and just try again next year.
Yeah, I would be shocked if they won Game 5 too, bro. I
That
thought
yeah,
like in the beginning, it's like, oh, if the Knicks win, like if the Knicks go up 3-1, the Spurs can just win at home. The Knicks will win and finish it off in the Garden.
yeah.
But that was probably the worst loss I've ever seen. Like I thought, like in a way, Atlanta against New York, that 50-point loss was like one of the worst losses I've ever seen. But this is different in that I honestly did not feel secure at any point as a person who bet the Spurs to win. I bet the Spurs plus 4.5 though, so I still won. But I just want to make that clear. But like as a person who bet the Spurs to win, I did not feel secure about a 29-point lead because if you look at the shots the Spurs took in the first half, bro, Julian Champagny fade away top of the key three, De'Aaron Fox double step back three, Devin Vassell is fading from both corners, making there is no way that shot selection was even like they should not have like it was. They're not good enough shooters to be doing all that, and so I knew that in the second half, if De'Aaron Fox is still taking sidestep threes, if Devin Vassell is still only taking threes, if Wemby's not going to get any shots in the paint, at some point the Knicks were going to make a run. Did I think the Knicks were going to come back from down 30? No. But the lead never felt secure to me, just purely because the Spurs were not playing good basketball at that point.
Yeah, they were they were making crazy shots, like they were making everything. To be honest, like anything that they put up was going in. I think I don't really like. I don't even know how you like lose a lead that big. Like you just gotta stop playing basketball, to be honest.
They weren't, bro. Like if you think about their like mid to end of third quarter, it was three, three, three,
Yeah.
three, three. How many layups did they get? They went like the Knicks went on a 20-4 run. There's no way the Spurs didn't shoot a free throw in that time frame. So I'm assuming they made like one shot in that run.
Mm-hmm.
Then they went on another separate 28-6 run in the fourth quarter. If you're Mitch Johnson, like you said when in the intro, how do you not call a timeout? Like it took him. I think the first timeout he calls when they went from up 29 to up 13, 16 points. It took you more than half the lead to call a timeout. Like it was crazy. And Wemby, of course, missed the 2 free throws, but I don't know. That De'Aaron Fox fourth quarter might be up there in one of the worst fourth quarters I've ever seen. It wasn't just the fact that he took that layup. It was he had 3 turnovers before that. One where he threw the ball behind Stephon Castle, one where he threw the ball to Jalen Brunson, and one where he dribbled the ball off his foot. He had
Yep.
3 separate turnovers, and he didn't make a single shot. And he doubled down at the end of the game. He was like, "Oh, I thought I could just beat OG." Why? What is the ego in that sense to think your layup is worth more than wasting 2 more seconds and taking 2 free throws? Like
Mm-hmm. You're still
it's
getting the points, bro.
honestly you're getting the points in a less advantageous situation where the Knicks can get a 3-point shot when your defense isn't set. There is no, even if the layup was wide open, it's a bad shot.
Yeah.
And the fact that he took that shot, that gamble with knowing that OG was behind him. OG obviously you could say the second best defender on the court behind Wemby. So it's like through all processes, right? He's supposed to be their veteran. He's supposed to be their best player with playoff experience. It'd be De'Aaron Fox. Like all in all, honestly, it's just been an embarrassing series and
Yeah.
a half. He wasn't that good against the Thunder. So it's been really bad for Fox. And again, just like I said with the Chet game, these are the kinds of games and series that really make teams overreact.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, bro, it would not shock me if they at least ventured trading him. No, seeing how he played and seeing how Dylan Harper has played in this exact same series. Who's been a better player,
Still
realistically?
hard easily.
Yeah. So it's something to think about.
And that's 100% true. Everything you said. And then also like Wemby, like I don't know if you're going 9 for 25, why are you taking 8 threes, especially when
Yeah.
you're only going 2 for 8 from 3?
Yeah.
Like you're 7-5, like you said, all their shots were 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. Number one, it's on Mitch Johnson to call a timeout and tell them to run a play for something easy to get inside if they're missing their jumpers now. That's one thing. Number two, you have a 7-5 center that all you got to do is run a pick and roll and throw the ball up in the air. And I don't know why they refuse to go. Like we even said it, they went to it so much during game 3. Yeah, and then like you just kind of disappear from it in game 4. Like I don't really know why you just flip back from what's working. Like just do it. So that's disappointing. It's definitely that's definitely. I think a lot of it has to do with coaching, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think with Mitch Johnson, like he obviously lets Wemby kind of take control of his own offense. Like that's kind of what you have to do with the star player. Let him do what he needs to do. But at the same time, like the shot selection is at some situations and at some points of the game, it's just not smart.
Yeah.
And
Not at
he
all.
commits dumb fouls. Like obviously he's like still a top 5 player in the league. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. That's a given.
But
Top
I do think I may have rushed in giving up my favorite player's crown to this guy, though. I
Yeah.
will say, I may have rushed.
Because like there's also like you could tell he gets really frustrated in certain moments. Like the Knicks were the ones who had to play through a lot of physicality in the beginning part of the game, and it looked like Wemby was the one who was like getting a little frustrated towards like the end of the second half, going into the third. Like it seems like the physicality bothers him a lot more than it bothers
Kill OG, bro. He tried to kill OG at the end of the second half, at the end of the first half.
So like things like that. But yeah, I don't really like we could shift to how they can win game 5, but I don't really see a scenario where they do.
Let's just keep talking about this. There's no way. Let's spoiler, guys. We don't think the series is coming back to New York.
Yeah. So I think Game 5 is where it ends, and that's where the Knicks win. I think one thing could be cool to talk about would be who we think could win Finals MVP.
Yeah, sure.
I think personally, I think OG should get it realistically, especially if he has a decent Game 5 in a closeout game where he does what he needs to do. My theory is though, like if he did what he did last game and that was in the Game 5, it's no questions asked. You give it to him, but I think you got it. I think they're gonna give it to Brunson.
Yeah. Our friend Jake, he asked us a question yesterday. He was like, "Oh, how isn't the Finals MVP OG?" And I thought about it, and he's probably right. Right? Like he's averaging 24 points a game on 58% shooting from the field, 55% shooting from three, and he's guarding the opposing team's best perimeter player. He, by definition, he is the most valuable, and like he hasn't had a single bad game. Like Jalen Brunson went 12-31 first game, 7-25 second game. He had an all right third game, and he had an amazing game 4. He was easily the second best player, and it was pretty much them two carrying their entire offense.
Yeah.
But I would say that OG has not played a single bad game yet. So, which makes me think, I don't know. Could that block and tip in have been so good that the voters just lean OG? Maybe, but I think they just give it to Brunson anyways.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing I could like look back on is like Jaylen Brown winning Finals MVP when Tatum was playing, but at the same time, like Jaylen Brown did. I think he played better than Tatum that series.
Jaylen Brown is closer to Jason Tatum in like NBA standing than OG is.
Obviously, yeah,
Brunson.
100%.
Yeah, I think that's the issue.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I think just like if Brunson gives you like 25 in Game 5, I think he gets it. Yeah.
The only way he doesn't get it is if OG drops like 45 or something. Or like if he drops like 35 again and then Brunson has like a 15-point, 28% shooting game.
What would be really interesting though is if both of them play bad, the Knicks still win and Cat drops 40.
Nah, I think Cat's out of it, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, but that game 3 is rough. Even the game 4, honestly. Like he got like the 2 fouls, it was really, they were both rough calls, but like
the second one was bullshit.
But only Cat would put himself in that position though. Like, why is he even attempting to grab his arm? I know like Wemby could have easily just moved his arm, but why is Cat attempting that shit, bro?
That is very true.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. He gets such unique fouls.
Yeah, he always does. It's always like one of them is always like the little like thing, the chicken wing thing, where he like puts this thing around his arm around you to like get positioning. It's like
that layup in game 2. Do you remember where he had a fucking wide open layup, bro? He just grabs Castle's hand and then goes. He gets called for the offensive foul. Like, what's wrong with him, bro? Why do you do that?
He just makes himself hard. He just makes it harder for himself sometimes.
Yeah,
he likes to.
But that's actually one more thing I want to talk about with the game, which is something I found really interesting. The Spurs attacked Cat from minute 1 of the game. They got him in foul trouble immediately. Well, he got himself in it, but like you could tell Castle was gonna attack Cat whatever chance he got.
Yeah,
and Cat goes out of the game. Why wouldn't you do the same thing at the start of the second half? I feel like they just stopped driving and they just started taking threes. If they just attack Cat and put Cat in even more foul trouble, that offense looks so rough with Wemby having to care about who he's guarding. Like when he plays free safety and Mitchell Robinson's on the court, he doesn't give a fuck. Like he's gonna impede all of Jalen Brunson's drives.
He was cooking Mitchell Robinson when he was on the court.
Yeah, bro. He was right, bro. That's an irritating thing.
Yeah, I think like maybe that's like where a young team mindset comes in when you see so many threes go down in like the first like 5 minutes of the game, 6 minutes of the game. Like I think that's when a young team just is like, all right, like just keep shooting. We're making everything right now, and then they don't really change it up because I mean that's where also experience matters. Again, I wasn't huge on De'Aaron Fox having like playoff experience. He's played in one playoff series.
Yeah, and he was low-key dog shit in that series too.
Yeah, like I all the commentators kept bringing up, Fox Game 7 and it was Game 7 in round 1.
It's so stupid.
Like you were the 3rd seed and you lost the 6th seed.
People still bring it up as crazy because like we've had 3 rounds of him. We see he's ass. Like with respect, of course. Like he seems like a nice.
Let's look back at that. The Kings were the 3rd seed that year. Like obviously the Warriors or were they 2nd seed?
I thought it was a 2-7.
They were the 2nd seed.
It could be a 3-6.
obviously the Warriors ended up winning to win the championship that year,
No, it's
but
definitely 3 points in the regular season.
I think there were 3.
Yeah, it was 3. Yeah.
But the Warriors ended up winning the championship, obviously. So that's like the team they ended up losing to in the first round. But still, like you're the 3rd seed. Like I mean, it just took them to Game 7, but like like you said, he didn't play good then either.
No, the Kings never had home court advantage, did they?
Yeah,
Are
they
we
did.
tripping?
No, they did. They had home court.
Was that the year the Warriors in the championship? I swear the Warriors in the championship, they were the 3 seed.
I thought they were the 6th seed.
No, because I think the lowest seed to win a championship, it's like, oh no, were they the 6th seed? I could just be really tripping right now.
Or maybe they lost in the conference finals that year.
No, you were right.
Yeah.
You're right. The Warriors were the 6th seed. Did they
Yeah.
win the championship this year? No, they didn't win the they didn't win the championship this year. Yeah. It was the Nuggets. They lost to the Lakers in round 2.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and LeBron lost to Denver in the
It
conference.
makes it even worse.
Yeah.
You didn't even lose to the team that won the championship.
Yeah, they lost to some bullshit. They didn't even lose to like the champ. Yeah.
Did the Warriors won it the year after, right?
The Warriors won it the year before.
For 2020,
21, 22. The Warriors won. Yeah. But no, not to digress into fucking Warriors, but yeah, De'Aaron Fox's playoff experience, we were not concerned that this would be a threat. Both of us picked the Knicks. Chetan was way more confident than me. He picked the Knicks in 5 almost straight away. But I gave him one more game. Everyone acting like this is some crazy upset is like it just didn't watch the Knicks play the Spurs this year, I think, in my opinion. Like this was a matchup that I texted my friends pre-playoff. I said, if after the Knicks beat the Hawks even too, when I saw the Knicks could easily make the championship, because like if the Knicks get the Spurs, they're going to win that series.
Yeah,
I'd full faith that if the Thunder were play the Knicks, the Thunder would destroy him. But that's at this point it's a salty fan talking, whatever. But like I think we were both very confident at some point that the Knicks would win the series. I think the Spurs were just a bit overvalued after beating us.
Agreed. I think I went Knicks in 6. I think we both went Knicks in 6 from the beginning.
Yeah, but after game 1, you immediately jumped to Knicks in 5.
Yeah.
Whereas I stayed for a bit. Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? I think there's obviously in my eyes there's a 0.1% chance Spurs win game 5 and the series comes back to New York, but maybe they'll prove me wrong.
Yeah, maybe. If the Spurs come back from 3-1, bro, we're gonna have to have an apology episode.
Yeah, especially after blowing a 30-point lead.
If they come back from 3-1, it would supersede. It would be like when the Cavs did it, like ×2, because the Cavs never got embarrassed like that shit. That was crazy. The Cavs lost big in the first 3 games, but they never were up big to blow the lead. I feel like that's even worse than just losing by 30.
Yeah, but I mean, in my eyes, like the way they can win maybe is if Mitch Johnson coaches a better game and they do what they did in game 3, like Fox, Wemby, pick and roll. Castro needs to find his shot again. Obviously, he played really bad. I hope he doesn't play good. I don't think so. But just like for the sake of the Spurs, if they want to win, he should have a better game. And honestly, maybe if this is the time, like I don't know if this is the time because of Fox getting paid $50 million compared to Harper being
Bench him.
Yeah,
like give Dylan Harper the keys, bro.
Yeah,
Dylan Harper is the second best player on the Spurs. Give him the keys.
This should be the game to also do it. Like fuck it, you're down 3-1 in the finals. Just do it.
Just give him the keys, bro.
See what happens.
He's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't think I've seen him miss a layup.
Dude, it's what I'm saying. When we saw him in the Big Ten, bro, he shot 72% in the Big Ten in the paint. This guy, he was playing with scrubs too. He's playing with a 6'6" center. He's been disgusting. Bro.
And he's played against some very, very good rim protectors throughout the playoffs too. Like
he was laying on. Like Chet was a pretty good rim protector in the 7-game series. Yeah. He was not bothered, bro.
Dude, he like Klingon's like cool. Klingon's like he's like an above average rim protector in my opinion. But against Rudy, he was just pushing him out the way, like one step to the rim. No way you can block the shot. Like it was just like you couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and even like his mid-range jump shot is pretty smooth too. He has a very inconsistent 3. If he ever gets that going, bro,
it might be right.
Top point guard in the league is the ceiling, bro. Like he could be. Fuck,
Crazy
guy.
athletic dude. He's a good rebounder. He's like 6'5".
Yeah, he's
He's
taller.
tall as shit.
Yeah, yeah. I
Half of
remember
it might be the hair, honestly. I don't really know, but
it was crazy because I remember he got measured as 6'7" at Rutgers, and like I feel like Rutgers just boosted me with like when he got to the combine, he got measured at 6'3.5". But I
yeah.
feel like he's somewhere in the middle, bro. Like he feels like 6'5" to me.
Yeah, maybe like 6'4", which is still tall for a point guard.
Mhm.
Well, honestly, nowadays 6'4" is more like the kind of normal height for a point guard. It's league is shifting.
Ant's only 6'5", right?
And it's like 6'4".
Yeah. So
Yeah.
And Shay's 6'6", Shay's a 1.
He's
It's not messy. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
6'6" from Kentucky. Oh, I missed that, bro. I have to wait till fucking October to hear the fucking lineup calls. Damn it.
But yeah, hopefully, I will definitely come back on even if the Knicks do win the finals. We'll recap that, but maybe the Spurs can give us an extra episode and we could talk about Game 5 if they win, and then
Yeah.
preview Game 6 if that happens.
Maybe the Spurs can let it end in the Garden like it should. It should end in the Garden.
It should. That would be amazing. The
Yeah.
Garden's been pretty crazy.
I have a couple Knicks and 6 futures that I'd like to cash.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think that's all that I think we wanted to talk about. Is there anything else you wanted to quickly touch on before we end?
Nope, I think we're good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good episode. The Knicks gave us some great content to talk about. So shout out the Knicks and shout out the Spurs for blowing a 30-point lead, obviously. But no matter what happens next game, even if the Spurs win or if the Knicks win, we'll come back, recap, and then after that, we'll probably get into some shift to a little bit of football talk and also some NBA draft talk because the draft's like end of June, right?
The draft's like June 17th.
Yeah, very very close on actually.
So, June 23rd.
Yeah. So Aashrith, I don't know if he did his mock draft this year. But
I'll release it after the NBA finals.
Okay, cool. So then we'll probably go through that as an episode, kind of walk through our favorite prospects and everything like that. So we'll do that, and then we'll have some football content coming out for you guys and free agency in the NBA. As I think it'll be a big free agency and trades in the off season. So we'll definitely keep coming back on for that. But until then, follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at OffTheDribble Pod, and we will see you guys next episode. Peace.